Today I found myself just sitting here like, is this who I am? Am I just going to talk at the camera, talk at you, and motivate you, inspire you to grow into your life? That's great, but who am I? I have had that come to Jesus moment lately. Like, who am I? Do I really know myself? Is this all of myself? Is it just one line of communication, or do I get to actually express myself? Do I actually get to express on the interests that I have, the deep down rooted interests that I know I have that I don't connect with often? Is this me? Or am I just sitting here, wake up, spend my time with God, I edit, I go to the gym, come back, edit, go to sleep, do it again? Is this me? Is this what life is about? For those of you that don't know, I edit short form videos, and they're really motivational, personal development, self-help, growth, mental health, faith, and obviously that's who I am, and obviously I have a heart posture to help and to speak life into people. But I'm saying this because you can get so caught up in doing things for the outside, doing things for the external, that you forget who you are and that you lose your own personal journey. And as much as I write and I process, I don't spend time in my life to process. It's interesting because I had this thought when I was creating content the other day. When I was doing my videos, I do like videos on the balcony where I'm screaming thoughts at myself, thoughts at the world, and post them short clips on Instagram. But I find that after I do those videos all the time, I feel a sense of ease. Like there's a burden that just came off my body. And I was thinking about that earlier. It's just like, why is that the case? Why is that the case that when I can actually process, and sometimes it's not even about having the exact things to say, but it's the emotion and it's the dumping that frees you. And I'm saying that just to say sometimes that we, in our lives, we need to do more dumping instead of try to plan everything, even though if it's for serving people, plan. If it's, I feel the negative voice, the mind bully in my head feels like I can't show up just as me and just doing me. I can have a joke or two, but I have to provide value in a way that encourages you. But creativity and life is much more than that. I don't know. I don't consume any content. It's weird. And I want to start doing that. But not just consuming, because again, I'm on like a 40-minute a day for my IG, which is small for me because I comment a lot, and I'm doing this fast where I'm doing that, and I'm fasting sweets as well for this month. And it's interesting. This is going to sound crazy, right? But I'm fasting the Bible. And when I say I'm fasting the Bible, I'm fasting the audio Bible. Because for me, I find that I take in more information when I'm reading the physical Bible. The audio Bible, you can almost subconsciously think that, oh, I'm getting all the information. I'm knowing it. No, you're not. No, you're not. Well, if you me, no, I'm not. And so that's part of my fast. It's weird. I'm going to tell somebody that tomorrow at church and see what they say. But anyways, that's where I've been going this weekend. This weekend's been weird. I just came back from the gym, and part of it, I just sat there and I was like, am I a robot, bro? Like, is this how I'm going to start my new year? The same way, the same schedule, the same routine as last year? No shaking up, no interest that I go down. I love fashion. Well, I thought about this earlier when I was walking at the park. I'm like, and that's another thing. I was on my way to go to play basketball at the gym at Lifetime Fitness, but I was like, I don't even feel like it. And because in my mind, I'm like, I got to stay in shape and I got to keep my heart rate up. And I'm like, but I don't feel like it. My Texas Tech Raiders, Red Raiders, we lost today against Iowa State, number 3 team in the country. And I only had like 30 minutes before the game started. It was on ESPN, not ESPN Plus. And so I had to watch it on the physical TV. So I only had 30 minutes as I'm driving to the gym. And I'm like, bro, why am I forcing it? Just go to the gym later. And so I turned around. I went to my little park, walked around, went home, turned on the game. And then I just came back from the gym. And I'm saying that to say, I don't allow myself to have fun. And I'm saying this because I know there's somebody out there like me. They're so stern that they feel like they can't do anything of leisure, of rest, of their interest. I like fashion, and one of my friends, she lives in Paris, and she was like, "Oh, Paris Fashion Week is on like 2 weeks from now." And I met her in Vegas, and I was just thinking, I'm like, that was something I would love to go to just because I like clothes. I like the way you can express yourself with an outfit. I'm expressive. My hair, my nose ring. I'm an expressive guy. I have to express. I have to show my thoughts, show myself. That's why I like the creative arts, and I'm really learning that. And so I don't even think about things like that because I'm doing this. And I just almost need a push from myself to be like, bro, explore. But then in my head, it's like, what am I exploring? And what is it going to look like? I'm thinking about vlogs. If I'm doing a vlog, what is it going to look like? What is the this, and I do this, and how do I know somebody would like that? But then it's like, bro, you never know before you do it. You just got to do it. And these things you know in theory, like I know that, but I don't do that. And on that, back there, I have, if you can see it, if you can't, who well, the screen's really tiny. Spit it out. It's a whiteboard. I bought this whiteboard and I put free of judgment on the whiteboard because I judge everything that I do. And in 2025, just thinking that's something I need to leave behind because it's debilitating. It's exhausting. Just judging every single thing that you do. That's not self-love at all. It's judgment. Because when I hit a milestone or I hit a mark, I just jump over it. Like I've told this before, I went from like 900 followers to like 108,000 on one of my accounts on Instagram in like 6 months. And in my head, I was like, 100K, that's the mark. 100K is the mark. Then I got to the 100K and I remember I just sat there. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I just edited some more videos. But then it's like, bro, okay, so what matters in life? No, it's not the number, but it's the betting on yourself and the grind. It's the mundane days. It's days like this where you don't know. It's the indecision where you're like, bro, I don't want to do it, but I got to press play. I got to do this because it's not about me. It's serving. And so what does that look like for your life? This is what it looked like for my life. And part of the reason I have a podcast as well, Mind Believe Podcast, part of the reason I used to love those early episodes where it's just me on this mic right here. I'm going to bring it into the screen. It's me and the mic. And I'm talking. Part of the reason why I liked it so much is I was able to open the door to my life and just share everything. Share my thoughts, share my feelings, share my emotions, share my day-to-day, share my life, and go down a journey of everything. And I almost feel like I'm not doing that with the content that I make. It's so, you can do it, you got it, but I'm not being able to showcase myself. And I'm not growing that way. And it's a weird thing because I love the content I make. I love pouring into people. I love inspiring and motivating. I love that. That's me. That's who I am. But then another side of me who likes music, who likes art, who likes writing, who likes living, I think I'm hilarious. I don't nurture that part at all because it's just focused on writing and for this specific thing. It's weird, bro. And I don't know how to turn it off. To be honest, I don't know how to turn it off because, bro, I'm going to go with what's working. I don't know how to turn it off. In the stage in the point of my life right now, I don't have friends around me. I said this before. If I don't have to see anybody, I don't have to see anybody. That's the danger, not danger, but it's the challenge of being 29 and building your career, building this vision, entrepreneurship, something that you can't see. It's the sacrifice that it takes, but it's also like, it can be isolating. It can be isolating. And it's weird. I'm privileged to be at home, my parents, but it comes to a point where sometimes they come home, my pops watch the same news, my mom do the same routine. We all routine, not just older folk. But then it starts aging you. You start aging. I'm not saying they old, because God forbid, my mom said, I'm getting old. I said, no, you're not. Because that's another thing that's weird. When your parents age, it's like a weird thing. Like, oh my God, they might not be on this earth forever. Well, duh, nobody is. But it's like, I don't even want to think about that. I don't, nope. I can't imagine how you feel if you lost a loved one, if you lost a parent. I can't fathom that, because I don't even like thinking about it. But I'm saying that to say, I just don't want to become dull, bro. Like, that's not me. I can be so serious, but I joke too. I laugh too. I showcase my imperfections too. I got a cracked tooth that I always show just to share it. But I honestly am bothered by it. But I'm not going to pay them money to go get this fixed. So I love how I look. But when I edit these videos and I see, I'm like, bro, you got to do something about it. But it's like, I don't have time to. It's weird, bro. It's a weird spot, but I will say I am grateful. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to even showcase my story and to be able to improve on communication and being able to share my life, because I know that this moment, me and you talking right now, it's not about this moment. It's about the growth that I'm making and the growth that you're seeing, and that he got a point, that you get from this too. And so that's what I'm realizing in content again, because in the earlier podcast episodes, I could remember, like, even though I don't give X, Y, Z what to say, not only from the feedback, but I know that it's making an impact in somebody's life. And so I'm starting to remember that, because on short form content, you get 90 seconds or less, go, quick. And so I feel it's almost kind of try to rewire me as a person, but that's not life. I'm not just going to go this and this and this and this and this and this for 30 minutes straight, bro. No, you can pause, you can breathe, you can live, you can do you. Like, I haven't even listened to music in a while. And that's another thing. I'm a believer. And so sometimes I try to limit all the trash that I want to hear, but who do I like? See, that's the thing. I like Afro beats. I like Rosalia. I love Zach Bryan. These are people that Peso Pluma. These are people in music and that just makes me open up a different side of me, open up a different part of me, and open up a different part of my mind to explore, to, I like how they do that. I'm going to pick up on that. I like how they do that. I'm going to pick up on that. That accent right there, that's my thing. I like that right there, so I might take that too. Like something like that, bro. I don't watch TV. I don't watch, this is actually real life. I don't watch no TV. I don't know nothing about no shows. And so how do I incorporate that in my schedule? I was watching this at the gym. Finally, I just turned on this YouTube video. This dude named Carlos Deloy Harris. I think he's in Dallas too. I'm just watching some of it. I'm like, this is kind of cool. He's just talking with his girl. Like, that's kind of cool. They're talking about movies, and that's kind of cool. And it's not that you compare, but you almost like, why can't I just be normal for once? It's weird. And you might feel that way too. You might feel like you're the only person experiencing what you are. And that's the good thing about letting things go, because I'm realizing that I know I'm not the only person going through a time like this, a season like this, where you're figuring things out, whether it's financial, whether it's occupational, relationships, whether it's in flux. There's no, I'm going to do this. I got these people. I know that's my best friend. I know that you're going through that time too. And what I would say is give yourself grace, because that's something that I need to remember. If you were reading the whiteboard back there, it would say free of judgment, free yourself of judgment. Something that I say to myself, and something that I would like you to administer in your life as well. Free yourself of judgment. And even as I do this right now, I'm going to ask or think about, okay, what is the thumbnail for this? What am I going to title it? Even though I'm exploring and I'm getting better, but I want to see 1% increase each time. I don't know. Right? I don't know, dude. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is I showed up. And I need you to keep showing up in your life. Even if the showing up is not 1, 2, 3, it's let me be. Keep showing up. Till the next one. This is not a podcast. Bye.